Shalom. So we're going to be talking about two shall become one flesh. This is a big stumbling block for people, right? We need to teach others about relationship because what happens mostly in our culture is that we never taught our children, we never taught our sons and daughters how to deal with relationship. They just get to 18, the age of 18, and then they start doing whatever. No knowledge, no wisdom, no understanding. And then life's experiences start to teach them. And we know how that can go. For two to become one flesh mentally, that is a process. Physically, it just takes one thing. But mental, spiritual, is a process. We are two different genders, two different natures. It's a process where we have to understand each other, understand even the culture. Because even if you take a woman that is of your culture, guess what? There are so many different things out there in the environment that you will still have to shape her mind according to the realities of life. Not the narratives of reality, but the actual reality of life. That reality is truth. So that's going to take a process. Dealing with how things are fulfilling to you is going to be different from how things are fulfilling to her. So we're gonna have to understand the differences in our nature. We're gonna have to put our feet in their shoe and vice versa. We're gonna have to understand that sometimes they don't always want solutions, they just want us to listen and understand and validate their experiences. Likewise, they would have to understand about us. We don't always want to have this talk, we just want quietness, and that's how we process. As a female, it is important that you learn that something inside you might be searching for freedom, but when you get dealing with relationship, that's a whole different thing. So a person who cares for you might come off as if he's overprotective or he's controlling. But you sometimes you only come upon the reality of it when you no longer have that. So while you do have it, learn to appreciate it, understand it, and respect it. And you will know the difference between controlling and protecting. Sometimes you have what you want and you let it slip away. And then when you start to suffer the consequences, that's when you actually realize it. We have a proverb that says, the cow doesn't know the use of its tail until it's gone. Don't wait until it's gone for you to recognize it. And it's the same thing for the men. If you have a good woman, don't wait until she's gone before you realize that, oh shoot, this woman kept me out of trouble. She kept me from the streets. She showed me how to save money. She showed me how to properly invest in things. She was there for me. Don't wait until she's gone before you become conscious of it. The next thing is when you're going to go down a very serious aspect of the road. The process of the pregnancy and the childbirth, it affects here. And we need understanding to go through this process. When the woman gets pregnant, she's going to want to cleave more to you than before. It's going to seem as if she's clingy. She's going to be very sensitive. She's going to start smelling colognes on you that you're not even wearing. She's going to be seeing things that is not there. But you have to be compassionate to deal with this process. That's the time you want to keep her around. You want to have a healthy child. You don't care about whether it's a boy or a girl. You care about having a healthy child. So you're not going to want to put her through all these things to cause the child to born with some defect. And it's the same for the man. You're going to have to understand that when that child is born, it's going to seem as if her love has changed. It's going to seem as if her love has changed from you towards the child. But it's a process. But afterwards, everything will be restored to normal. Go through that process together and become one. Shalom.